Yes, people, why football here, and welcome back to Arsenal Transfer News Roundup, the show where we round up all Arsenal potential incomings, outgoings. And with that being said, if you're new around here, if you learn something new, if you enjoy my videos I'm providing for free on YouTube, please consider hitting that subscribe button, also hitting the bell notifications so you don't miss a video. So yes, we've got 3 players to go through today, all potential incomings, so signings. And yeah, let's start with James Maddison. Now, this is hotted up a lot recently since we've hit August. Just entered the new month, a lot of build-up, Maddison. Especially with Grealish going to Man City. I don't know whether it's like a collateral now. Everyone's chasing cams. But yeah, Chris Wheatley, who's a respectable journalist surrounding Arsenal, he's tweeted today on the 4th of August, 2021. He said, Arsenal have offered Ainsley Maitland-Niles, Joe Willock and Reece Nelson in talks for James Maddison. Eddie Nketiah has also been mentioned, but Leicester's preference as things stand will be a cash-only deal. Now, first, I'm fairly sure when he says that have offered all those players, I'm guessing he means separately. I don't think we've offered all 3 of those players and then for Maddison. And God, you can have all 3. I think separately he said, would you want Maitland-Niles? No. Would you want Willock? No. Would you want Reece Nelson? But I could be wrong. The thing with Leicester, they are a selling club, but they always do negotiations on their terms, man. They're not a club that likes to negotiate and they say, oh, we'll give you 50, we want 80, 60, 70. They're like, look, if you want our players, you give us the money we want, or we're keeping him. And it's run well. The club is run very well. United wanted Harry Maguire. They milked 80 million out for him. He was not an 80 million pound player. Don't get me wrong, he's a great centre back, but he was not 80 million pound centre back. But they milked it out of him. Chelsea wanted Chilwell. They milked 50 million out for that. And if we want James Maddison, we're going to have to give 60 to 70 million, probably around the 70 million mark for the player. So it literally means we cannot shorthand Leicester. They know what they're doing. They're very smart with their business and their negotiation. So if we do want this player, we're going to have to offer the money. They said they want a cash-only deal, but it does say it's Leicester's preference. So they will be open to change. Hopefully we can offer some players. And look, guys, we have not sold a single player this transfer window. Not a single player. Kolasinac still lives at this football club. I don't get it. We need to offload some players, man, somehow, somewhere. And if we can use them in player plus cash deals, so be it, just so we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone, offload a player and bring in a player. And these are homegrown players, Ainsley Maitland-Niles, Joe Willock and Reece Nelson. So they wouldn't be like deadwood to sell, but if we can use them to get Maddison, look, I'd definitely take it. So yeah, that's the James Maddison potential deal, which is still in the cards. I know when Emile Smith-Rowe got number 10, people are thinking, oh, is that our cam search finished? No, we're still looking for a cam, and that's smart in my opinion, because if Emile Smith-Rowe gets injured, we go back to square one at the start of last season when we had no attacking outlet, because Willian can't carry the offence. So we do need another cam, and I'd love to see this deal happen personally. Second player we're going to talk about is Lautaro Martinez. Now, this is one that's got a lot of Arsenal fans hyped, and I mean a lot. All over Twitter, Arsenal fans like, Martinez to Arsenal, Martinez to Arsenal, Martinez to Arsenal. Lads, it's not clear-cut. We do have an interest in Martinez. It is true. Lots of people have tweeted about it, put it on Instagram. Arsenal Realist, he's put it on Instagram and said Arsenal definitely have an interest in Lautaro Martinez, and I've inquired. There's not been a formal bid yet. This is going to rely on Chelsea's bid for Romelu Lukaku. So yes, Chelsea, I have no clue why to be honest, going for Lukaku. For them, if I was them, I'd go for like Haaland, Lewandowski or Kane. But yeah, they're going in for Romelu Lukaku, and he plays at the exact same club as Lautaro Martinez. So if Inter Milan sell Lukaku, they won't sell Martinez. They can't sell both their strikers in the same season. So unfortunately, we're very much dependent on what happens with Chelsea. If Chelsea don't end up getting Lukaku, which is looking likely that they'll get Lukaku at this stage of time, then we will have a chance getting Martinez. But if they do end up getting Lukaku, if Chelsea don't get Lukaku, then we have a chance getting Martinez. If Chelsea do get Lukaku, the chance of us getting Martinez is slim to none, and we'd have to pay well over the odds to get him. In terms of the player, he is very open to an Arsenal move. He wants to play in the Premier League. He wants to come to Arsenal. He wants a new challenge. So yeah, if we offer the money, I have no doubts that personal terms will definitely be agreed, and he will be open and become an Arsenal player. It's just about if the clubs can negotiate, and it's very much one of those that's waiting. It's not something that's going to move very quickly. We have to see what happens with Chelsea and with other clubs, and see what happens as we go around the window, see what Inter Milan doing in terms of replacements. They've got someone called Zapata lined up as a potential replacement from Atalanta. He's an okay striker. He's definitely not as good as Romelu Lukaku. But yeah, let's just see how that one develops, but nothing concrete yet, even though it's getting a lot of Arsenal fans excited about it. And the final player we're going to talk about is Houssem Aouar. I mean, what's happened to the geezer, man? Last summer, we were chasing him the whole summer, and it didn't get done. And at the start of this window, we had some links to him. It turns out that Aouar's representatives are actually very annoyed with Arsenal, that we've kind of led them on. Apparently, Arsenal had the impression that they were going to make a move for Aouar, and then just didn't end up making a move, and it's really annoyed the representatives of Aouar, because Houssem Aouar wants to move to Arsenal, he wants to move to the Premier League, and he felt like Arsenal were kind of like taking the piss, really, because they made the impression that they were going to make a move on him, and make a move, because he's a cheap alternative. He's only like 25 million, when we were saying like 60 last summer, and then we just have not made a concrete move yet. I think it's going to be one of those that waits through the window. I do think we see Aouar as an option. I just don't think we see him as our first choice option, which is why we're waiting. We're cooling off for now. If other moves fall through, then we'll get Aouar. I do think we need two centre mids. We need an attacking one like Maddison and a centre mid like Aouar, or like a CDM type player, one of those. So just because we sign Maddison, that doesn't mean we should not sign Aouar. I believe we need both, personally, but who knows? This is Arsenal. They might just sign Maddison and go, yeah, you know what, that's it. That's our centre mid locked up. Let's just focus on another position like goalkeeper or something. But yeah, that's just been a roundup on those 3 potential incomings to Arsenal Football Club. Let me know what you thought of those 3 players. Would you like them to come? Is there anyone else you'd like to see Arsenal sign? If you've got any video ideas for me to complete? I've been White Football. If you're new around here, please consider subscribing. I'll see you guys in the next video.